Guys, I think it's time. So today has been one for the records as far as rain goes, and I was talking with my dad who had fed the pigs, and he's like, have you seen Denise recently? I was like, I looked at her yesterday. She seemed, very pregnant and a little bit swollen on the backside, which is what we're looking for. And he's like, yeah, no, so the backside's even more distended, and it looks like she's in labor. I've been busy all morning, and I was like, okay, well, we'll check on her sometime this afternoon, and not too worried about her. She'll get it figured out. So I went out. I had appointments and school to wrap up, and all the things that you do on a lovely day. And she looks like she is in active labor. So let me kind of explain to you what we've been doing to get ready for that, because like I said, we knew she was going to be having babies anytime. So one of the things that we did to get ready for her having babies, we went and got a bunch of straw. So that is the first thing that we did. The next thing we did is move big old Bruno daddy into his own pen. He's been living with these girls who are all three pregnant, we hope, and it was time to get them going. But I've been watching her today, and I was watching her yesterday, and it's just both these ladies are due. Now I'm going to have you watch her. You'll see her pick up her leg and put it back down. It's like she's trying to push. There it goes. She didn't get up for food, which is a big sign for me. She is a food hog. She loves food all the time. So another thing that's like, yeah, we're going to have babies. She's spurting milk everywhere. She is primed and ready. That is one thing that big old Billy. Hi, ma'am. You're doing good. She is the chillest pig, I will say. We are very spoiled with her. I do need to get Pepper here moved out of the way because we're going to let them all birth in the same area. I want to show you as much of this as I can without it being gruesome. Pickles is the other one who's going to have babies any day. She's getting loose in her back end. That's and her teat line is quite developed. So I imagine that she'll have babies, and then probably another week, few days, something, she'll have babies. Now, you notice that when I got Pickles up, Denise didn't move. Again, this is just another way that I'm like, this is what's going on. She's made a little nest here. Pickles needs to make her nest elsewhere. I don't want her to be stuck with her. Sometimes people like to have the mamas by themselves. I go back and forth. Does it matter or does it not matter? I'd have them out in the field if that was the situation we were in. So we're going to do it in here, and this is a big enough space that this should not be an issue. Our mamas decided to lay down right next to each other. So we're at watch and wait at the moment. And like I said, one of the ways we knew she was having babies last time is that she would lift this foot. She would lift this back foot, and she would push. And I was out here, and she was doing that again. So this just tells me that it's time and that it's going to be sooner versus later. I expect we'll have piglets tonight, and yeah, I will walk you guys through the whole thing. I'm going to show you as much as I can. Last time she had 14 and lost 1. So I'm hoping for 10 this time. That's kind of like, I'd like 10. 8 to 10 is kind of the number that I like. It's easy for her to keep track of because she does like to keep track of her babies. Once her babies are here, she is an overprotective mama. I love that. She's not mean, but I do not mess with her. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, oh, there she goes again. See how she's moving that leg up. I'm going to make sure that she's comfortable. She's got plenty of food and water. I'm going to try and get the one behind her out of here so she can have her own space. This is our second set of piglets for the farm, and I am just very excited. So we're going to keep watching her. Oh, is she going to try and stand up now? Don't do it, ma'am. It's not worth it. I'm going to let her be. We really do let the mamas labor on their own. I just want to capture as much of it as I can for you guys so that you can see too. All right, guys, put your numbers below how many you think she's going to have. Like I said, last time she had 14, lost 1. So we'll see how many she has this time. So, the past 48 hours have not, they've not gone at all what I thought they would. Obviously by the fact that I am sitting in my car in a parking lot talking to you. All right, let's start here. So, Denise, our mama pig, was in labor. It's hard even to talk about this. We've had bizarre 48 hours. Nothing like we expected. So, just prepping you, this is not a happy story. Checked on Mama Pig at night, the same night that I had seen her starting labor, and was like, yes, labor's starting. I'm so excited. I mean, we're so excited for piglets. It's just, part of it is the joy of homesteading, and part of it is the knowledge that your business is going to continue going, because we sell pork as a business. So, nothing that night. Go check on her the next morning. Still nothing. She wasn't eating. So we just figured, okay, she's just not fully in labor. It was just getting ready for labor. We found one piglet. And it was completely deformed. I shouldn't say deformed. Underdeveloped, I think, is a better word. I'm going to put a picture of that piglet up here. I did take a picture. I do not find it grotesque. However, if you're really, really squeamish, just be aware you might want to skip forward 10 seconds. Do that 10-second forward skip. So yeah, do that now. Okay, now that they're gone, here it is. Do you see what I mean? Not developed. Okay, you should be back by now. I had no words. I was like, what? She'd been a mom before. This is her second litter. She had an amazing litter last time. I was like, only one? It just made no sense. So we go about our day. We keep checking on her. We do all the things that we should do. We had to go get Joseph a suit. So we went and got Joseph a suit. Joseph was the one who actually found the piglet. And we're texting with different people that we know who do pigs as well, going, this is really weird. What could have happened? And they're like, only one? She was huge. And we're like, yeah, that's what we thought too. Just talking through it. And she didn't, later that day, she didn't look as big as she had. And I'm like, she's had piglets. They're somewhere. Where are these piglets? So we got back from getting Joseph's suit and realized that we had to go search the bedding. We need to go dig through their bedding and figure out what is going on with their placentas. Was she still having babies? Because she didn't look like she was having babies. She was up. She was eating. It was like it was all over with. Sure enough, she'd had 9 babies. Other than that one that we found. And Joseph feels like they were all pretty well developed. I feel like they were at various stages of development. I don't feel like they were perfectly developed. They just were missing things. And it was gross. It was really gross. I'm not going to give you guys a picture of that. That was disgusting. They were probably all born about the same time. But we had heard that sometimes they'll have one and then there'll be a time between, which wasn't what she did last time. So that's kind of what we were like, oh, well, she didn't do that last time. Last time it was just like pop, 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 pop. And these were not even the right size. It was... I'm having a hard time. Like I said, this is really hard. It's hard because I wanted piglets, and it's also hard because this is the third, really fourth thing this year that has really not, animal-wise, not even property-wise, but just animal-wise, that has not gone according to plan. My goats did not get pregnant. Our sheep, no idea what happened there. They were supposedly pregnant when we got them, and they were not. They never had babies. Our rabbits ended up with something that was not good. We actually butchered rabbits today, and when I say we, I mean I butchered rabbits. Joseph dispatched them, and I butchered them, and I ended up throwing away 5 of them without even finishing the butchering because they weren't okay. They were sick. And now piglets. Farming is not always fun. Farming and homesteading is hard. I don't know what this means for the future of Denise. I'd like to breed her again. Give her another chance. Do it one more time. Maybe separate her out and have her do something completely different. We have no plan. Safe. So many ideas and absolutely zero plan. We still have one mama that we know for sure is pregnant, and I was actually able to feel her babies kicking last night, which was it was a balm to my soul. I needed it. I didn't know how much I needed it, but I needed it. So we should have piglets from her. If her piglets are developed funkily like this one and don't make it, then we'll know something is wrong. What could be wrong? Again, we don't know. I cried today. I went out there and checked on Denise just to make sure she doesn't look like she's in any sort of, she's not having seizures or anything funky, like she's diseased, want to make sure she's okay. And it was so sad. She was looking for her piglets, and it was just absolutely heartbreaking. I'd seen her rustling around in the straw last night when we went and found them. And then to see that today and just she knows she had babies, and when you don't remove an animal's baby from them immediately, they know so yeah, this was really sad. This isn't the ending I wanted for this video. I wanted to show beautiful, healthy piglets that were running around and nursing and all the things, and that's definitely not how this video is ending. This video is ending with me talking to the camera, and that was not what I had wanted. I wanted to show you things that were fun and beautiful, not talk to you in the camera in my car because I can't. Alright guys, I'll see you next week.